Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder and thank you for joining me today. We're going to take a look at King Crimson and their latest box set called Heaven and Earth, which covers the period from 1997 until 2008. This is the 8th of their major box sets covering the different eras of the group. It was released in 2019 on the DGM label and covers the studio output Construction of Light from 2000 and the Power to Believe album in 2003. And since that's the last studio album they've put out so far, this may well be the last of those box sets, albeit since that album came out in 2003 and this goes up to 2008, but they're still an active band, so there is live material from 2009 to 2019, and we may well see another box set with a decade's worth of live material. Of course, one can only hope that we're going to get that. But this is another one of their massive box sets. There's 24 discs total in it. It's got 18 CDs, 2 DVDs, and 4 Blu-ray. The thing that I find most interesting about this box set, and I think will be of particular interest to their fans, is that there's 4 CDs covering the project's era of the group. This is a period where Robert Fripp, the only original member from 1969, and if you know anything about King Crimson, you know that every time that he would put the band back together, he would reinvent the sound of the group. And so in order to do that, he would put together various lineups of the group and go out and jam and do improv and things of that nature to figure out what the new sound of this group was going to be. And for me, hearing how that material later progressed into those studio albums, Construction of Light in 2000 and the Power to Believe album in 2003, is of particular note and totally worth having. So there's also 11 CDs of live recordings, and then the 3 CDs covering the studio, 2 LPs, and there are 2 EPs as part of that as well. The members of the group, as I stated, Robert Fripp goes all the way back to 1969, but as part of this lineup was also Adrian Belew. And Adrian Belew joined in 1981 and recorded the Discipline album, the Beat album, and the Three of a Perfect Pair. This era happens to be my favorite of the lineups, and so this album containing him in it certainly made it worthwhile to me. I wanted to hear that. He's also part of the Thrack lineup in '95 during that era of the group as well. So let's take a look at this. This is the front of the box here, nice glossy cover. Title of this, Heaven and Earth. This artwork here I want to talk about just for a second, that when they were getting ready to put this together, they were not able to get the backing tracks and everything for this album, The Construction of Light from 2000. That's the original artwork there. And so without being able to get the original tracks and do a proper remastering of it, Robert Fripp, never having been as happy with this album's sound as other ones, Pat the drummer made a suggestion that he actually go back in and re-record the drums, and they do a remix of this album. And so in doing so, they decided to retitle this The Reconstruction of Light, and that's what this artwork comes from here. And you get that as part of this. That is something that's unique to this box set. Here's the back side of that, which goes through what's included within it, and it's got this cool little write-up on it as well. And there's the spine of it, and then it's a lift top box, and it just pulls off like that. Here's the artwork on the inside. The artist that was doing this at the time did a lot for them, and so was certainly of note for having worked with them during that time. And once you've pulled that off, you get this on the inside. And this folder here has some memorabilia stuff in it, and we'll go through that in just a little bit. You also get this soft cover album-sized book. We'll take a look at that. And then underneath all that is the DVD, CD, Blu-ray content. And I'll pull out a couple of these here, let you see what these sort of triptych digipack style releases look like. This one here, covering the studio material and EPs, covered the Construction of Light album from 2000. The sound of this era of the group was much like the 80s output, if you like that, but was a little bit slower and a little bit more aggressive in sounding style. It also harkens back to an older era where there was new pieces like Lark's Tongue and Aspic, picking up from where the 1973 version of that had been. And so you started to get those on here, and that was another thing that was sort of harkening back to an older era, which this lineup seemed to be doing. There's also the EP called Level 5, released in 2001. It's a live EP, and it's got 2 tracks that would later appear on The Power to Believe, but at that time were unreleased. And then it's got another EP called Happy With What You Have to Be Happy With from 2002. The title track to that is actually a longer version that would later appear on The Power to Believe. So there's that, which makes the EP in and of itself worthwhile for checking out. And then also has a song called Eyes Wide Open that's done acoustically. And then each of these, there's one with the different band member on each one, but they're all these triptych digipack style releases that go through the projects, the live, the studio, and then eventually the DVD and Blu-ray content. But let's flip this box over and talk about what's actually included in here. So the first disc is the Reconstruction of Light. That's that redone version of the Construction of Light album from 2000. So that was done exclusively for the box set in 2019. And then disc 2 has those 2 EPs, Level 5 and Happy With What You Have to Be Happy With. And disc 3 is the Power to Believe remix. It's not the Steve Wilson remixes like some of the other box sets, but it is a remix nonetheless, making it unique to this box set. And then disc 4 kicks off those projects, albums, 4 CDs that I was talking about, where they were jamming to figure out who they were and what the new sound of the band would be. And so disc 4 is Project 1, recorded in London in 1997. Disc 5 is Project 2, recorded in Baltimore in 1998. Disc 6 is Project 4, recorded in San Francisco in 1998. And the reason it jumps from Project 2 to Project 4 is that while Project 3 formed first, Project 4 actually recorded first. So you're getting it chronologically in the way that they recorded. Disc 7 is Project 3, recorded in Austin in 1999. And then discs 8, 9, and 10 is Live Construction in 2000. Disc 11 is Live in San Diego, 2001. Discs 12 and 13 are Live in New Haven, Connecticut, 2001. Disc 14 is called Electric, Live in Tokyo, 2003. Disc 15 through 16 is Live in New Haven, Connecticut in 2003. Disc 17 through 18 is Live in New York, 2008. And then disc 19 starts the DVD audio with the Reconstruction of Light. Disc 20 is the Power to Believe DVD audio. Disc 21 starts the Blu-ray and is the Projects Volumes 1, 3, 4, and 6, and covers all the recorded live output of that lineup, which is a lot more stuff than is just on those CDs. You get a lot of extra here. And then disc 22 covers the Projects 2 lineup live material on this Blu-ray audio, and again, a lot more material on there than what is just on the CD versions of it. And then disc 23 is Blu-ray, disc 4 the Reconstruction of Light and the Power to Believe, and disc 24 is a Blu-ray video. It's a bootleg TV show from Europe in 2000. And so let's take a look at the book itself. A lot of great information, and with these projects, lineups, and things that are going on, it was really great to have something that would sort of decipher through all the lineups and everything that were going on, who was part of it, what they were recording, why they were recording it or sounding like, what they were trying, and that sort of stuff. But you also get, a good history of the band, a lot of great photos and pictures in the studio and stuff like that, and other great things within this. So it's a really great book that comes with this. And then, as I said, you've got this here, the memorabilia stuff. And so that's what you get when you open it. And you get, concert bills like this. You also get a series of reproduction concert tickets. There is a concert poster included within this here. And then you get a nice sort of glossy photo that would have been, a promo type thing given out to reviewers and magazine article writers, things like that sort of stuff. And there's a series of set lists that are part of this. I'll just quickly thumb through these here. I like this one here in particular that's got the writing on it. And the last one, which is actually a nice handwritten one instead of the typed ones. The typed ones, you know, you got to have more commonly in the 90s and on through there. All right, so that's the content and everything that comes within this box set. It covers the era from 97 to 1998 of the group. I picked this one up on Amazon for about 170 bucks. As I said, it's 24 disc. It's a little pricey in that regard, but because of the projects era of the group being included here, I certainly felt that it was worthwhile for me, the interest level that it held for me to pick up. But I've also done a review of this one here, On and Off the Road. This one I picked up on Amazon for about 100 bucks. It was only 19 discs, but a little more cost effective. This one here also of the Adrian Belew era from 81 to 84. So I had picked that up and was interested to check this one out here. All right, I hope you were able to learn something and pick something up from this. If you enjoyed what I did here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.